Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy. Sorry that I'm late, man. Sorry that I'm late, man. Yeah, man. Sorry. Apologize. What's good? See if we can get some people in the building real quick. Quick little live before we get into tonight's festivities, man. Seems like it's gonna be a good night in the travel space, man. So I'm gonna give my little ones and twos. Definitely give my little ones and twos here in a second. See ya. Bye. Have a good weekend. Get back out here with y'all, man. I know I was supposed to go at 4:45, but we here, man. We the ones, man. We are the ones. New regulations. We do not care. That's the title of this live. Appreciate everybody rocking with your boy. Hopefully the audio isn't gonna be so bad as we are. We're gonna be heading back to the rib, man. So I appreciate everybody rocking with me. Fire this baby up real quick. Cool it off in here real quick. Put my seatbelt on real quick to get thing off. Traffic heavy as always, but you guys are gonna kick it with me, and we're gonna kill this traffic today together. Um, we the ones. We are the ones. New regulations, shutdowns in Sousa, Airbnb regulations in Cartagena. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on, man. I know I haven't been live in a while. I appreciate everybody that rock with your boy. I just been chilling, man. I've been getting a lot of shit personally that I needed to get done. I've been, just getting shit done, man. Getting ready for a trip. I know that CTD 25 Part 2 was supposed to be on the schedule, but I kind of diverted. And, I got my feel out of Cartagena this last trip. Like, when I went to Cartagena this last May, I'd had such a great time in those 5-6 days that I was full. So when I made my decision to switch, it wasn't like I was upset about it. There was really nothing that I felt like I was missing in Cartagena this time around. So I ultimately decided to go to Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Hold up, y'all. Let me know if the audio is bad. Hold on. Let me disconnect my Wi-Fi. Let me disconnect the Wi-Fi. That might have cleaned it up a little bit better if the audio was bad. Again, thank y'all for tuning in to me on this ride at 5. I am driving home, so, you do hear the sounds of the road, sounds of the, he said Globe's audio is fighting for his life. Did it clean it up better now? Tell me if it cleaned up better now. I had to turn the Bluetooth off. Yeah, it had the Bluetooth on. My fault, y'all. Had the Bluetooth on. My bad. Again, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. As always, Swade Houston, what it do, my nigga? Appreciate you for rocking with your boy. It is hot, so I just got the air on real quick to try to cool me off. Because it is hot, and I jumped straight in the car. One of my employees had an emergency and had to leave, so I had to jump in the machine and close out the day. And I just looked at everybody and was like, "It's 5 o'clock. Gates are closed. I'm out." They're like, "Yo, there's 2 more trucks left." I said, "Does I look like I'll give a fuck?" My days of loading trucks were over a long time ago. I'm just filling in from my time frame from the time that my scales and my gates are open. They close and I gotta go. I got to go. I got people to get to. Salute to everybody in the building, rocking with your boy. But yeah, so I know tonight is a big night in the travel space. I know that everybody and their mother is looking forward to what is to be one of the first content creator battles in the travel space. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Salute the Pop, salute the Homies Hub, in the streets with Keith, Razor Rays, and everybody that had a part in putting that together. I'll be looking forward to that tonight. I will be taking part in it, and I will be consuming the content that comes from that. Um, so I'll be looking forward to that tonight. So what I wanted to talk a little bit about today is We Are the Ones, the new regulations in Cartagena with the Airbnb shutdowns. A lot of regulations that are going on in Cartagena for now and the future, where it's going to be harder to find Airbnbs. Cartagena was already a hard place to find Airbnbs, but now you add in the fact that the ones that were available are now starting to become harder to find, and they're also putting rules and regulations in place. I don't know if anyone tuned into my guy Ray Elroy this morning into the afternoon. He had a nice long live today, and we talked about that, and he updated everybody on his status in Cartagena and how just in May his Airbnb was wide open, and now fast forward to August, and even though he's not having any troubles all the way, it's still an inconvenience in trying to book joints to come up to the crib. So things are changing across the whole travel space sector and the different places that we like to go. Obviously, everybody knows what's going on in Sousa, Dominican Republic, with the shutdowns going on there. So it led me to this conversation for the ride home today. Let me hit my vape real quick. It led me to this conversation where we don't care. Like, speaking to Elroy today, he's like, man, I don't care. It's an inconvenience, but it's not really bothering me. I just got to reach out to the host every time. And I know for me, I just don't care. Like, none of the regulations that have ever gone into place have affected me. I went to Cartagena the 2 weeks after they implemented all kinds of regulations. They shut down the fucking Delirium Space, the clock tower. I mean, it was a fucking shit show in Cartagena 2 weeks before we were due to arrive. And when we got there, I'm not going to say it was the same, but it didn't kind of really miss a beat. Now, Sousa is a totally different story. And here's why I say Sousa is a totally different story, right? Sousa is easier for them to attack it because it's just one central location. You know what I mean? It's just one central location, whereas Cartagena, Medellin, they're much bigger cities and they have much more to offer, so it's harder to completely and 100% shut those down. Somebody give me another audio check real quick. Tell me where I'm at on the audio sounds. But I always knew if they were going to do it anywhere and succeed, it would be Sousa. And you're seeing what's going on there. Even though people have gone there and have said it's still the same, shutting down that strip, shutting down the whole, circle of riding around and having the joints just readily available throughout the whole scope of Sousa. It definitely takes a large part of that away. And what I mean is, like, in Cartagena, when they took away Delirium Space and they kind of pushed them out the clock tower, it didn't fully stop what was going on. Only thing it did was, forced you to have to go to the beach if you don't like the beach. It forced you to have to use Tinder if you didn't like Tinder. It forced you to, get a little bit more creative. Whereas Sousa, they're attacking it from different angles. I mean, they're on every corner. They're stopping girls. They're stopping girls on the back of motos, I'm hearing. They're pretty much, anytime they see a female, and especially if they see a female with an American man, they're going to stereotype you, and they're going to definitely run down on her. I'm not going to say they're going to run down on you, because we have not heard that, and I'm not going to put that out there in the space, but I've definitely heard plenty of stories of them running down on girls. I've seen fucking things go passing around where girls are saying, I just fucking came to Sousa to have, to do whatever. I got family there. I came from Puerto Plata. Some girls saying I'm going to work. All kinds of different stuff where they're just targeting the girls. But ultimately, my whole topic of it is about we don't care. We don't care because We've built the relationships in these countries, like I've been telling y'all for months and months and years. Build relationships, leave tips, leave impressions, connect with these Airbnb owners, connect with these, the different people in these cities, build relationships with people that you could potentially trust to, to make your trips better when you're there. And then ultimately for situations like this, where the city is shut down and you can't, we're not having these problems. Like my guy Elroy has such a good relationship with his host from past visits that he's able to circumvent any shutdown that they put in place in the facility. So in that facility, they're saying no visitors at all. But his Airbnb host is working with him simply because of the relationship that they built over time. Same thing like, when we were in Cartagena, we were still able to have fun during those regulations because we had already had the relationships built there. You know what I mean? We don't travel for the red light districts or the hot spots. Like when I was in Cartagena this last trip, I only did the clock tower a couple times. Like I only did Delirium once. I did Hollywood Beach a lot, but I say that to say this, we don't always hit the fucking spots. We're not always going out to Pedro. We're not always going to Parkieres. We're not always going to the Clock Tower or Delirium. We're not always hitting the main spots. And so when they shut these main spots down, it just doesn't really affect the scope of the trip for us. When they attack these Airbnbs, everybody's freaking out. We're like, we don't care. We got Airbnb owners' numbers. We got Airbnb owners' websites. We got everything that we need is readily available to us, and nothing is gonna change. Like nothing is gonna change for us simply because we never needed those areas. Now, are they fun? Yeah, shit. Pedro Clasante is amazing if you've ever got to experience it. The Clock Tower in its heyday is amazing if you ever got to experience it. But we never needed any of that, and so it hasn't stopped us from being able to move around these countries and maneuver and still have a good time. So, what up, my nigga? Salute you for being in the building. He said, "Fast Globe is overblown." I went a couple. I went a couple after the new regulations, and it was still the same. Okay, I don't know what city you're talking about. I don't know if you're talking about Cartagena. I don't know if you're talking about Sousa, but yeah, a lot of times when they put these regulations in place, it don't affect the people that have built time and relationships in these cities. And the big news is this big Airbnb crackdown, and we're like, man, shit. All right, you know what I mean? Like I've had, like I said, I got hosts that been like, and I said this to Elroy on his live. I said, man, I had hosts hit me all week long talking about don't listen to the news. I don't know if you're planning on coming. I had a host hit me from Cartagena, from not Cartagena, Costa Rica. Like, hey man, everything's still good on our end. There is no, nothing. We're good to go. Just message us on here. We're no longer on this such and such app. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's dope. That's cool. So, it just lets you know that, what we've been saying. Let me know what I've been saying, and how I've been moving around the world, and the things that we do is, it was true. You know what I mean? Traveling with dignity and respect and building, lasting relationships and partnerships and friendships all come in handy because ultimately, if all these places start domino affecting, I'm still gonna be able to go. Like, I'm still going to the DR in a couple days. Like, I canceled Cartagena to go to the DR. Like, I'm still going to the DR. I'm still going to be able to go to Colombia. Should situations happen. So, just another point home. What this, the things that we preach about, just man, making sure that when you go on these trips, it's not just always about banging joints and this and that. Like, man, make sure you're going out here and you're really enjoying yourself, but you're also putting forth you're traveling with dignity and respect, and you're putting forth good fucking energy and you're building relationships, because all of that comes into play. Like, my host didn't know, the host in Cartagena had no fucking idea when I was coming back to Cartagena. But, for some reason, he felt like I was one of them ones that he needed to reach out to and say, hey, I'm still available. I'm still here. I still got fucking mad properties. I still need to rent these motherfuckers. Hit me through here. You know what I'm saying? So, just another point, you know what I mean? Just another moment to look and be like, hey, man, make sure, and make sure you're built. And what I mean by building these relationships, it means you're patronizing the same places mostly, man. Like, you're building your network of places. You're building your network of places. You're asking people who have been there, who got the relationships, hey, man, where's a good place to go eat? Where's a good place to go stay? And then you're connecting yourself to that web of good people, and it just doesn't stop us, man. After that, it doesn't stop us. And I think that's what this space has got away from. I don't know, people don't want to hear this type of shit anymore, but you're gonna need it. And that's why I say we are the one. We the ones, because we the ones with the fucking information. We the ones that got the fucking keys to this motherfucker. We the ones that got the information to these places that people have been or haven't been to. We're the ones that travel. We're the ones that stay in these places. We the ones that knows the cuts and the ins and the outs of these places. And we've gone away from getting, I remember when, I got the ethnic thematic from the travel space. That was a destination that I got from the travel space. Um, was the ethnic thematic. I got uh, um, that from out of the travel space. I got fucking restaurants and, and other places have come from this travel space that I didn't know Then from that My bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. I had that was a big customer that just called me about that was a big customer that just called me about a job for this weekend, so I had to take that. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that anybody that was waiting, and I'm sorry about the audio. We are moving. I try to, get times to do live streams, because I just can't go live anymore. I mean, I wish I had time like all these other dudes in the space, but I just be hustling too much, man. I just be grinding too much. My hustle is too fucking crazy to be a live streamer, man. So I try to keep my pulse in the space alive, but my hustle is just too fucking crazy for fucking being a live streamer, man. And that's what it is. I don't have time to go live every day for 12 hours a day because I hustle every day for 12 hours a day, and then the other time I need to crash and get my energy back or whatever. But I do appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. Let's get back on the topic. Like I said, tonight definitely dope in the space. Homies Hub versus Pop. I definitely will be tuned in. Salute to Keith. Even though, I guess he don't really fuck with me like that. Don't know why, but, I could probably guess a couple different reasons why. But salute to him. Never had a problem with him. Met him in real life. And, wasn't no issues then. Salute to Razor Rays. That's my guy. Razor Rays always showing your boy Globe love. So I think he's going to be one of the panelists tonight. And then salute to Pop. That's my nigga. I don't know Homies Hub. So I'm definitely going to tune in. I know my guys from the Goodfellas are about to do tail of the tape. So I'll be, after we're done here, I'll probably be over there. But excuse me for that long 8-minute pause. That was a job that I'm doing on Sunday. Which is going to pay for my... It was supposed to be tomorrow, but she wants to do it. She said they haven't moved all the stuff out. They're going to move all the stuff out of the center of the floor. I'm doing a beauty salon. I'm waxing the floors in a beauty salon on Sunday. So I'm supposed to do it tomorrow night, but she wants to move it to Sunday, which is better for me anyway. It's only going to take me like 4 hours to bang that out. And that's a quick couple thousand right there for your boy. Well, not a couple, but a quick little 12-piece chicken wing with fries. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. So, ultimately, with all this stuff going on, man, I would just tell y'all to continue to make sure you're just building relationships in these trips. Make sure you're, and this road is fucked up over here, man. They do all this fucking traffic on these fucking roads, trying to fucking, always fucking bumper to bumper traffic, and yet the roads are always fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So... But yeah, man, make sure you guys are building relationships in these places, man. Make sure you guys are so that when it's over, man, like, because if, what if Sousa is over? I said this today. What if Sousa is truly over? If Sousa is truly over, there's a lot of motherfuckers that don't got nowhere to go. Because half of the motherfuckers that go to Sousa are scared to go to Medellin, too scared to go to Cartagena. Can't afford to go to Costa Rica, Jaco Beach. They can go to San Jose or somewhere else. Thailand is too far. Brazil, there's too dangerous or too far. Sousa gave people a ultimate experience. I mean, it did. I love Sousa. I've been there 4 times. I love that place. But if one place could be shut down, it is the Sousa. I don't think they could ever stop Cartagena. Short of stopping niggas at the gate, you couldn't stop Cartagena. Same with Medellin, because most motherfuckers don't go to the clock tower. Most motherfuckers don't go to Parqueras. Most motherfuckers don't go to the Delirium and stuff. Most people just fly in and do their own thing at their crib. You know what I'm saying? So, if they shut down Sousa, you know what I mean? If they make Sousa, if they continue to do this in Sousa, which I don't think they're gonna stop. I know motherfuckers want to be like, oh well, you know, come this time, I don't think they're gonna stop this one. You know what I mean? I don't think they're gonna stop this one. I think they're gonna keep going, man. They're out there every single night on the corners, just stereotyping motherfuckers. Like, who wants to go on vacation and have police doing an operation that's geared towards you? I would say Cartagena is probably the worst place when it comes to police, but they're not out there to get. They're not like targeting you. Unless you give them a reason to target you, then they are. At night, coming from the club, don't have nothing on you. You know what I mean? You smoke, don't smoke outside. You know what I mean? But to go to Sosua and have them like targeting what you do. They're not. I'm not saying that they specifically are targeting you, but they are targeting what you do. So, you know, I think that it makes it tougher. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I liked it the suit for being able to get on my quad and ride down to Bailey's, get some breakfast. Smoke one on the way to get some breakfast. Have some good breakfast, have a drink, grab me a baddie, throw her on the back of the quad, smoke one again on the way back to the garden condos, and just the peacefulness of that place and the accessibility of it. Now that has all of that is out the fucking window. Well, listen, the food is amazing there, but it ain't that amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, the food is good. It ain't that motherfucking good. You know what I mean? Not for me to have to deal with that. Like, I know a million other places with good food that I could go to where I wouldn't have to deal with that. And this is no slight at anything or any situation. Well, I'm just saying, I wouldn't put myself in that position. I wouldn't, there's a million other places I would want to go to where I wouldn't have to deal with, with anybody like up my ass or, you know, um, watching me or Airbnb hosts. Because I hear that now. I heard somebody that went. I heard through the grapevine somebody went to Sosua, and while they were there, the host called them and said, "Yo, you got to calm down. You're bringing too many girls in and out. You're gonna get me in trouble." And this was recently, and it's like, damn, now they're tracking you, and how many people you got coming in and out. So it's like, man, fuck all that, man. Fuck all that. So, I hope that it comes back, and I hope that it doesn't, because nobody wants Sosua. I'm not on the team for Sosua to die. Like, I know there's people that are like, oh, I don't give a fuck if Sosua dies. Fuck Sosua. Like, I'm not on that team and it's not because I have plans to go back to Sosua. It's because for multiple reasons. I don't want the Sioux to die because I don't want the motherfuckers that go to the Sioux all the time to start fucking coming everywhere else and fucking up other places, right? Two, the Sioux dying takes one place off of the map, and it ultimately could lead to a domino effect, right? It could lead to a domino effect. I don't want that to happen. Not specifically for me, just specifically for the ability to say, what if tomorrow I just want to fucking, you know what? I do want to go to the Sioux, or I do want to show my brothers or somebody, what it's like to go there, or other places. Like, I don't want the Sioux to close down for multiple reasons that are all could be, reasons where it affects other places. You know what I mean? Other places see how Sosua changed their situation, and they try to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, I don't want fucking, Cartagena to, really, really attack it hardcore like Sosua is, where they're, really attacking the girls. All they did in Cartagena was push the girls out of the clock tower. That's all they wanted. That's all they wanted. In fucking Hollywood Beach, all they want the girls to do is stay on the fucking beach and not be hanging outside when the beach closed down. Like, that's really all they want. They want it to be, every destination needs to kind of be like Costa Rica, where it's hushy, it's all in the cuts, and it's all on the outsides, and in the middle, There's people walking around. There's people eating at the restaurants. There's people going surfing. There's people riding quads. But you know there's an underlining underworld where people are enjoying themselves. And that's why Hako Beach is the way it is. And that's why the important people go to Hako Beach. The doctors, the lawyers, the business owners, the CEOs, because they can't be caught up in a place like fucking Sasua or Cartagena. You don't think these motherfuckers don't want to experience that shit? You a fool. You a fool. And that's why Hako Beach has such a wide array, a wide assortment of flavors. It's why there's Dominican girls there. It's why there's Costa Ricans, Colombians, Venezuelans, Panamanians, Peruvians. Because I would think it is because these guys want a whole assortment of joints, but they don't want to have to go to these other places because these other places aren't as controlled as Hako Beach is. You ain't getting no footage off in Hako Beach. I don't give a fuck who you are. You ain't getting no footage off. That's why ain't no nigga got no footage off in Hako Beach. Name a nigga that got Hako Beach footage. Nobody. I'll wait, but I don't got that much time because we got the Goodfellas coming up soon. Ain't no nigga got no Hako Beach footage because they control it. They do a damn good job at controlling it. And you don't hear no fucking... Ain't nobody calling for Hako Beach to be shut down. Ain't nobody calling for Hako Beach to be removed from the fucking... from the selection. But motherfuckers are calling for Sasua to be shut down, man. You know, I look at it from a whole perspective. I don't just look at it from our perspective. I don't just look at it from our point of view, which would be like, you know, our people reporting it. I look at it from other people's perspective and how they perceive it. And I'm telling you, there's a large demographic of Dominicans that want to see fucking Sasua turn into Boca Chica. I'm telling you, I've heard it, I've seen it, and I've read their messages. They said, look at how nicer Boca Chica is, and look at what we did there, and, you know, families feel safe there. But you look at it from the other perspective, people say Boca Chica's a dead zone now. There ain't no money there. There ain't no tourism there. Well, I ultimately believe that that's what they want to do. They want to turn Sasua into Boca Chica. And it's not about families coming. It's ultimately about the image. It's all about the image, I believe. It's all about the fact that they're tired of, you know, I mean, you can talk to people and be like, yeah, I've been to Sasua. And they'll be like, oh, you've been to Sasua. Like the image and the stereotype of someone coming out of Sasua is that you're going there to do one thing and one thing only. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't, you know, they don't like that. You know, I heard that government officials, high-ranking government officials, are tired of typing in Sasua, and the first thing that comes up is a video with a girl in her fucking, you know, leggings and walking, you know what I mean? Single man's paradise and this and that and that and that and this. Like, motherfuckers don't want to see that shit, bro. And I always revert back to Hako Beach. I always come back to Hako Beach because I observe things. You know, I look at things from a totality, right? I don't usually look at things from just one point of view or one angle. I try to look at it from a whole entire perspective. That's why I name myself Globe, because Globe is a full sphere. You know what I mean? It's all the way around. You know what I mean? So you got to look at it from the whole point of view. You got to take everybody's point and then make a conclusion. So when you look at it from a whole, listen, I get it. Like, I get it. Sasua was the one place where you could say, bro, this town is geared for us, for what we like to do. There's no other place like that. Thailand, Pattaya, Soi 6, and Walking Street and all of that. But there's no place in this hemisphere that's geared like that. Cartagena's not geared like that. Medellin is not geared like that. Costa Rica, Panama, Mexico, none of those places are geared like this one town in Dominican Republic, this one beach city in Dominican Republic called Sasua is. And that's always been why Sasua has been, I would say, it's always been the the top of all of the places we go to in our sector. It's always been the one that everyone talks about. It's always been the one that everyone goes back to or continues to go to. It's the one that gets the most conglomerate of black men at one time, I believe. And the reason is because the whole city is geared. The whole city is focused on, that aspect. You know what I mean? Like the whole city is focused on that aspect of travel. Like, the restaurants, the bars, everything is catered towards single men coming there. And I ultimately believe that people just got tired of that, man. You know what I mean? Like because listen, let me explain something to you. I rode cruise ships for years. I don't think there's too many people in the travel space that has been on cruises as much as I have. Like, when I tell you I love traveling, it's not something that I just found. I had my passport since 2008. First place I ever went to was Guatemala. I've been on 8, 9 different cruises. I've been all over, like that. Traveling has always been my thing. I love fucking traveling. And when I tell you, them cruise ships ain't fucking tailoring no fucking excursions to go to Sousa. It's not gonna happen. First of all, it's too fucking far. It's too far. Unless they're gonna tailor I know the Amber Cove itinerary. I didn't know Amber Cove was Amber Cove. I knew it was the DR, but I didn't know it was fucking Sousa was 40 minutes away. If I'd have known that, maybe I would have snuck away. But it's too far. It's too far for the itinerary. Because they only go to Amber Cove for like 6 hours. By the time you get off the ship, get to Sousa, get to doing whatever excursion they're gonna fucking offer you, it's gonna be time to go back to the boat. And it's too far. It's like 40 minutes away from the boat, doc. And there's places that you go to where you go on excursions that are an hour or so away, but the itineraries are much longer. They're 8 and 10 hour itineraries. Amber Cove is, unless they've changed it, Amber Cove is only like a 6 hour itinerary. It's a really quick stop. And mainly they just divil and dabble in Puerto Plata and the places around Puerto Plata that all offer cruise ship excursions. I don't think they're like, oh, well, the cruises. The cruises are not fucking coming to Sousa. They've been cruising to fucking Puerto Plata for years. All of a sudden now, they're going to put something in place to come to fucking Sousa. It's not going to fucking happen. It's not going to fucking happen. Like, I'm here to tell you that part. And I'm not even from fucking around there. Like, and no one, I think I've heard people say that the cruises aren't going to save. The cruises aren't going to save it because the itinerary ain't going to allow it. If it was an overnight cruise, maybe. If it was an 8 to 10 hour cruise, maybe. It's like a 6 hour stop. I think they go to fucking from like 8 to 2. I mean, like, it's a quick stop. I've done Amber Cove a couple times. I just didn't know that Sousa was down the road. I didn't know that about Sousa in 2015, 2016. So it's not gonna change anything, right? Then they talk about families. Families aren't coming to fucking Sousa. They're not coming. Cabarete is already established. Puerto Plata is already established. And let me give you a fucking little hint. Americans go to Punta Cana with their families. When Americans type in where do family-friendly locations in the Dominican Republic, Sousa ain't gonna pop up. I don't want to burst the bubble, but Sousa's not gonna pop up. Punta Cana's gonna pop up. Cabarete will pop up. Puerto Plata will pop up. Because those are family-friendly destinations. right? You want to create Sasua into a family. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. Unless you got a new demographic or generation of people that are planning on traveling, it's not going to happen. Sticking a small ass Hard Rock cafe in Sasua, I mean, you should have let us patronize that shit. American men would have loved the Hard Rock Cafe. We would have loved to go. I would have loved to have went to the Hard Rock Cafe when it opened up and when I had went back to Sasua. I'd have came in there and spent some money in there, right? Families ain't traveling for the Hard Rock Cafe. Let me tell you. Let me tell you that right fucking now. Families are not traveling for the Hard Rock. The Hard Rock Cafe is not about to bring in a fucking million tourists. Like, no one travels for restaurants. When you get there, you're like, okay, what restaurants are in this place? Oh shit, they got a Hard Rock Cafe. That's cool. Let's hit that joint. Not, hey, we're gonna go to Sasua for a week because they got a Hard Rock Cafe. Not gonna fucking happen. Don't nobody give a fuck about the Hard Rock Cafe that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't. They don't. So that area, and this is just my take on it, that area is done. It's gonna be a ghost town. It's gonna be a ghost town, especially if they attack during Halloween. Halloween is the lifeline. Halloween is the lifeline. It's the last lifeline for Sasua. After Halloween, if during Halloween they are targeting and not allowing motherfuckers to have fun, that's it. That's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. That is all she wrote. And I'm being dead ass. Like, that's all she wrote. There won't be no more. There won't be no more. It'll be done. It'll be done. It won't be able to recover from that because motherfuckers will now be 100% sure that that's what they're targeting for. Everyone's hoping and holding on to this that Halloween is gonna bring it back. And I'm with y'all. I hope that Halloween is a hit and that this is all just an operation. But I don't believe so. I truly don't believe so. I truly don't believe that this is just an operation. I truly believe that this is the new, this is what they want. And they're going to try to shape up the image. And they're willing to lose that tax dollar out of there, lose that income out of there. Because the real estate isn't going to go away. Motherfuckers are still going to buy villas. Motherfuckers are still going to buy condos because it's the DR and it's beautiful. You know what I mean? But as far as a destination for single men to travel to, I think that potentially Sasua will fall off the map, and it won't be a destination anymore over the next couple years. I truly believe that because I believe that their image, it's not about the cruise ships. It's not about no fucking Hard Rock Cafe and big business coming in and reshaping the beach. I don't believe that's what it's about. I truly believe it's about their image. I truly believe it's about their image. Because if it was about money and people coming in, listen, I'm here to tell you, single men and families can travel alongside each other. I've been to multiple destinations where they do it. Costa Rica is a total example. Thailand is another example. It works. It can happen. Thailand is the true fucking example of how you can have multiple levels of tourism going on at the same time, right? Cartagena is another example of how you can have multiple levels of tourism going on. And Cartagena even said, listen, we know what's going on. We know that it's fucking legal. We know that y'all are going to continue to do this. We're not going to stop you from doing this. But what we're saying is you're not going to be in the fucking clock tower with your butt cheeks out. You're not going to be fucking walking around fucking 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night when families are closing down for the night and running through the clock tower all crazy. You're not going to be doing that anymore. So what you are going to do is, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take your club and you're going to push it back this way, right? This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna fucking come out here in the clock tower and you're gonna be respectful. You're gonna have clothes on. You're gonna keep it moving. That's what Cartagena did. Medellin, same thing. You're not gonna mess with underage children, which I'm a total fucking champion for, right? You're not gonna fucking do that. You're not gonna fucking control this fucking this little fucking um, zone that we gave y'all and do whatever you want down here. You know what I mean? You're not gonna continue to delete foreigners because we're not gonna have that. But what we are gonna allow you to do is to continue to enjoy yourselves alongside the people that want to come here for just regular, normal tourism, right? But they're not doing that in Sosua. That's not the option in Sosua. They're not saying we want to get along with you guys. We want to open up a new avenue for you. They're saying this is over with. We don't want this no more. We don't want this here. And I think that's the biggest difference between Sosua and Thailand and Cartagena and Medellin and Costa Rica and all these places that have said we will tolerate it and we know it's legal, so we're going to provide a better solution. We're going to provide better zoned areas for you guys to go that the families don't have to be involved in it. And Sasua is just like, nah, we ain't got no zones. Alrighty. Mollywood in the building. What up, G? He said Thailand, a whole different culture, no fucks given over there. Yeah. And I mean, it's a totally different culture. You're 100% right. It's a totally different lane. It's a whole different movement. So yeah, you're 100% right on that aspect. Hold up 1 second. Grab me some gas and a blunt. Oh, I got a blunt right here. Where? Cool. Um, Molly was said, DR think that they are Americans and want to be like us. Them Asians don't give a fuck about Americans or the West. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, the Dominicans are all about, they're still about their image. They're about their image. They're definitely about their image, for sure. And Sasua is a black eye. It is 100% a black eye. Don't get it twisted and think that it isn't. You know what I mean? They have said it. I have read plenty of articles and videos where predominant Dominican representatives, and they say that they are tired of one of them. His verbatim, his word was, "I'm tired of looking up Sosua and then only thing that pops up is the girls and the single men and he used the strong word prostitution that goes on and the exploitation that goes on in that area. So I just don't believe truly that their goal is to make it, you know, um, they don't want it like I said, I just gave you examples of how Cartagena and Medellin have all came out and said that their focus is the exploitation of minors was at Medellin. The mayor of Medellin's total focus was about the exploitation of minors and the deletion of foreigners, the killing of foreigners, the death of foreigners that's been going on in Medellin. That's why he put restrictions and made it tougher. Cartagena, the same thing. The mayor was like, it's all about the image of the clock tower. It's a historic destination. Like I understood that always. I used to always be like, why the fuck do they let this go on in the #1 wedding destination in South America? I don't know if a lot of y'all know that or have done your research on that, but the clock tower and Cartagena as a whole is the #1 bachelorette and wedding destination in South America. Most Colombians and Peruvians and fucking Brazilians and Venezuelans and Guyanese and Argentines and even Mexicans and other people in Central America. A lot of them use Cartagena as a destination wedding, as a honeymoon destination, as a bachelorette destination to take pictures. You'll see a lot of people in Cartagena all dressed in white together, and it's a big destination for weddings. It's a huge destination for Latin American vacation. And the clock tower is the historic center. And in 2001 and 2022 and 2023, at 9 o'clock, you couldn't go down there with your family. Like, it wasn't happening. Like, I, I understood what the mayor of Cartagena was doing. Like, I was like, hey, bro, you know what? I ain't mad at you for this. Like, I'm not mad at you for this. Like, I get it, bro. Okay, you want us to move, we'll move. You want us to stay on the beach in Hollywood, in Boca Grande, cool. You want us to go to the fucking outskirts to go to the club in Delirium, I'm cool with that. I was already going out that way before all of y'all started going out that way. I've been going out to fucking Leandra and whatever the other place was, Leandra's and what was the other one? Playa Club and Playa Marina and all them other places that are all back that way. I had been going back there, so I wasn't afraid to go back there. But and I'm all for the protection of minors from them weirdos in this fucking world. So I commended Cartagena's mayor and Medellin's mayor for the restrictions that they put in place because I understood what they were doing. I truly don't understand what they're doing in Sasua. I don't know the angle that they're going at, and I don't get the meaning of it if um if it's legal, is what I mean by what goes down with between two consenting adults is illegal. It's legal. You know what I mean? Like, it's legal as long as they're over the age of fucking 18. They're legal. You know what I mean? It's two consenting adults. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, though, we don't give a fuck. We don't care, because WildBoyz, we gonna be able to do what we want to do, where we want to do it, and how we want to do it, man. We're cool with getting a fucking Airbnb or a villa and just doing it our own way, man. Um, but I don't believe that, and even like Punta Cana. Punta Cana is a family destination. I forgot about Punta Cana. Speaking of Punta Cana is a family destination. It goes down in Punta Cana, let me tell you. It goes down, but it also goes down in one area. So I think that that's what it's all about, man. I just think that the wild west of Sosua and how it was just literally no holds bars, get it how you live. I ultimately believe that they were tired of that, the wide open market that Sasua was, because there is not many open markets like that. Obviously Cartagena can get like that a little bit now. Clock Tower sometimes at night gets like that. Hollywood Beach can get like that. Parkieres can get like that a little bit. And then obviously you got Thailand, but that's tolerated in Thailand. But there's nothing on the map like Sasua. Nothing. Nothing on the map like Sasua. V Swells in the building. Salute, man. I'm about to jump over there with y'all in a little bit. Once that one video of Bailey's 2 years ago went viral, hit millions of views, I knew it was only a matter of time before they shut it down. Yep. You can understand the clock tower because of what you said, but nobody knows Sasua besides men. They have no reason to hate. Yeah, yeah. No, you are right, Molly. You are right on that. Appreciate everybody in the building rocking with your boy, man. Make sure you hit the like button for your boy Globe, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. I know that I'm a very sporadic creator, so I don't expect many people to be here rocking with me, but I do appreciate the ones that are. You, I appreciate you, man. You listening right there. You. Yeah, you. You, motherfucker, that's listening to me. Yes, you. I appreciate you. Oh, man, what's good, though, man? I know I've been rambling for a minute. Like I said, I just wanted to put some projection back into the space, man. I want to let y'all know that I am still here. I do be all around the space trying to chime in the chats and just having fun. I go where I'm welcomed. I go where I'm accepted. A lot of places I don't pop up at just because I don't feel welcome or accepted, or it's just not fun over there. And I'm just me. Um, but I appreciate y'all rocking with me today, man. We're gonna be up here a little bit longer, and then we gonna go kick it with the good fellas. I know they're doing the tail of the tape um, at some point in time, and then I think this versus is gonna kick off um, at some point in time as well. Uh, what's next for your boy Globe? I will be in the Dominican Republic. Speaking of, I will be in the DR for 9 days. Make some noise. 9 days in the DR. My longest DR trip is coming up. It's gonna be 9 days in the DR. It's gonna be absolutely freaking dope. Um, so yeah, man. I'm truly looking forward to it. And yeah, man. I did have CTG 25 Part 2, but I think CTG 25 was Memorial Day weekend. And we're going to let that be cemented as what it, as it is. And we're going to get back to the DR, man, because I do truly love that place. I love the energy of the Dominican women. I like the overall feel of that place, how beautiful it is. Turquoise water and palm trees and beautiful weather, great food across the spectrum. Um, just an overall good vibe. Can't wait to drink a Presidente. Um, so it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be really dope. Uh, I'll definitely be streaming while I'm out there. Definitely be bringing y'all some streams while I'm out there. Uh, some information. Won't be putting a bunch of pros on camera. There's a bunch of other motherfuckers that can do that for y'all. But you never know. I may pop up. You might see something, see somebody. But mainly, I'm just gonna be continuing to give y'all the knowledge, the information, and where to go and what to do. And so my goal this trip is to be able to project back that you don't need the red light districts, you don't need the hot spots to be able to have fun, man. Build yourself a network in these countries and go. You know what I mean? Build yourself a network in these countries and go. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to pull up to the hot spots, man. All your favorites are from fucking Santo Domingo. All your favorites in Sosua, more than likely, they were from Santo Domingo. And if you pull up in fucking, you know, Santo Domingo, on the outskirts of Santo Domingo, or you pull up to Santiago, or you pull up to Puerto Plata, or you pull up to Punta Cana, or La Romana, or La Vega, not so much La Vega. You got to be careful out there. But you pull up to anywhere in the DR, man, you're going to have fun. Trust me. Trust me, you're gonna have fun. I know I'm not gonna recommend anyone pulling up to Sosua and being outside because you just never know. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to be the one that they make an example of, because you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. Right now, they're not messing with tourists and Americans, but who's to say they won't? Who's to say they won't? All it takes is one. All it takes is them to mess with one, and then now you don't opened up a whole can of worms. But I don't want to be the fucking can of worms that they open. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. There's gonna be a lot of fucking. There's gonna be a lot of fucking. Um, there's gonna be a lot of backlash for it, but I just don't want to be that. But I also know that I'm not gonna sit up here and say that you can't go to fucking Sosua or Puerto Plata or Cabarete and pull up on the outskirts and not have a great time. I just say, just be careful, because if you go to Sosua right now with all that police presence, it's just a matter of getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of, you know, you just don't want to put yourself in that position. But it doesn't mean you can't go to the outskirts. It means you can't pull up to Cabarete or Puerto Plata, um, or some of these beautiful villas that are not directly in Sosua, and still not have a good time. So that's basically what my trip is about. My trip is really to show that you don't need the red zones. You don't need Airbnb. You don't need fucking the casino or this or that. You don't need that. Don't let the news of all of these things going on, Airbnb shutting down, don't let that affect our space or our time or what we like to do. That's my biggest point in my message of this live today, because I don't hear anyone saying that. I don't hear anyone speaking of that. I don't hear anyone pushing that tone. You know what I mean? I think I've heard Flip do it. I think I've heard a couple people do it, but the consensus is, oh my God. Yes, listen, yes, what's true is true. Shit is shutting down. Shit is getting tougher, but it doesn't mean that you can't go. Oh, shit, salute to my nigga Ice City 510 in the building, man. Appreciate you. coming in on non need 50 Cent voice. Salute to Ice City 510 in the building. That's my dog, man. Appreciate you coming and showing some love to me, my guy. Uh, appreciate it, man. Pulling up. But again, man, like I said, the ultimate reason why I decided to go to the DR, one of the reasons is I just want to be able to, have that backbone and be able to say, listen, you don't need a red light district to have a good time. You don't need fucking Pedro Casante to have a good time. Is it fun to have these destinations? Yes, man. Jesus. It is. It is. But being in the DR it's still you're in the DR. Being in Colombia, you're still in Colombia. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Airbnb shuts down every fucking rule and regulations, that ain't gonna stop shit. Fuck Airbnb. Like, like that's their loss, not ours. That's your loss. You don't want this money? Cool. I bet you somebody do. Somebody want this bread. What happens when the fucking neighborhood drug dealer gets popped? Ain't no more motherfucking drugs in the streets? No, motherfucker. There is. Another motherfucker take his spot. You think all these other sites are looking like, oh shit, Airbnb is giving up 60% of their market share. You think someone else is just gonna be like, oh, yeah, that was a good move by them. Let's just leave that market share there. No, I'm in the business world. Let me tell you, when one person drops scraps, another fucker come by and pick it up. And these aren't scraps. These are this is a big market share. You know what I mean? The single man traveler provides a service to these places. Man, Flip didn't open a restaurant in Sousa because he liked the Sousa. I think Flip opened a restaurant in Sousa because he's realized I can sell chicken wings here. It's a lot of motherfuckers that eat chicken wings here. You know what I'm saying? People didn't open up fucking condos and Airbnbs in Sousa because, you know what I mean? It was beautiful there. No, there was a market share there. And if Airbnb is going to leave that market share open, man, all of these fucking hosts, I've talked to all of these hosts, or I've listened to these hosts talk. There's a couple different Airbnb hosts in Sosua that I listen to on a regular basis. Even before all this went down, I was a subscriber to them. You know what I mean? I'm a big fucking fan of Ernest and everything that he does in Cartagena. He is my number 2 Airbnb host in Cartagena. I heard what he said. He said, and all the other ones said the same exact thing. We don't care. We're happy to move away from Airbnb. Matter of fact, we're glad y'all are finally moving away. You got to remember, if you're someone that your host enjoys, you know what? My guy Mark said to me, he said, every time you come stay with me, I tell you over and over again, stop booking with Airbnb. You're going to save yourself $75. And my dumb ass just always forget about it. But he tells me it every time. Every time he sees my name come across, he goes, why the fuck did you book through Airbnb again? Like, stop booking through Airbnb and book through me. And it's just because I'm a creature of habit. It's just easy for me to book through Airbnb. But most of these hosts, when you book through them, they'll tell you, hey, next time you don't have to book through Airbnb. You could book through um, direct through me. Why? One, it'll save you money, and two, it'll save them money. Airbnb getting out of the way is like your plug coming and saying, "Hey, I'm I'm getting out of the way, but here's my connect's number. You can go straight through him now." You know what I'm saying? Like nothing stopped. The middleman just got out of the way. So I didn't want people to think that I was gonna come up here and fearmonger people and say, "Oh, this and that." Listen, is it a bad look for Sosua? Yes. Yes, Sosua can't withstand an operation. I don't think. That's my opinion, though. My opinion is that Sosua can't withstand an operation like Cartagena Medellin can withstand. Because of the way they're targeting. They're targeting a specific demographic. They're targeting the source. They're going to the source of what makes everybody want to come there, and they're making it difficult for them. So that's why it's going to drive down the number of people that want to come. That's why it's going to make their operations more successful. That is true, but I don't believe it stops anything. Does it stop groups from going down in droves? Yeah, probably. But does it stop groups from being able to have fun? No, I don't believe so. I believe you can go to Sosua right now and have a great time. I'm I'm very sure of that. I would never get up here and say that you can't. You know, I would never get up here and say that you can't because I know what's available. I know what's out there. They're in the bushes. I just wouldn't recommend you stand in Sosua or in anywhere that's going to give you a hard time. I would stay on the outskirts. I would stay outside of the noise. You know what I mean? Kind of like how I'm doing on my trip to Santo Domingo. I'm staying outside of the city for the most part. I'm staying off the grid. I did extensive research for my Airbnbs this time. Shit, I had Google Maps open, and I'm crazy with it, bro. Like I'm searching the Airbnb in totality. I'm looking for security booths. I'm looking for ways to get in and out on my own. Like I'm looking for the best location so that I can be just me. I just want to be me. Like, I just want to be comfortable. I don't want no one watching me. I don't want nobody seeing me coming and going. When I look for my place, and it's when I want to be secluded. I'm looking at it in totality, man. I'm looking for, okay, it got security. Okay, let me see how the security's set up. Is it got, you gotta walk through a door and get on the elevator? Is you gotta go through a gate? Is there a back door? Is there a back cut? You know what I'm saying? Let me read some of these comments. What are people saying in the reviews? Let me look at this. Let me get a gauge on if I could really enjoy myself here. How many fucking condos is it? Can a bunch of people see me coming in and out? Is it gonna look crazy if I decide to put up Wilt Chamberlain numbers? You know what I'm saying? And we don't even do that anymore. We ain't traveling on trips to put up Wilt Chamberlain numbers no more. That's in the past. We've been did that. We've been did the Wilt Chamberlain numbers. We ain't running 3 and 4 in and out per day. We on some different shit. We on some different shit now. I don't even be really. These hoes be like, okay, this is what I don't give a fuck what you charge. Let me tell you this is what I want. And I'm not listening to what you want. I don't care. Okay, if you got it like that, then consider me just a motherfucker that bothered you in a message because we ain't going any further. You know what I mean? That's how I be with it. You know what I'm saying? You got to make the roster now. You got to be a part of the team. You got to be a part of the brand. And if you be a part of the brand, listen, you already know what it is. Look, this is what you're getting. I'm not paying you for your time. I'm tipping you for your service. That's what we on now. We not paying for time, lattes, or nothing anymore. We only tipping you for your service, baby. And a tip, that's at my discretion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm going to definitely tip you for your time. But it ain't going to be what you would normally get. It's probably, you're going to spend 24, 36 hours with me, and you're going to get what you could probably get from the next nigga in an hour. So you might want to go get that next nigga, right? You might want to go get him. But if you want to ride on quads, go get some good food, go have a nice drink, get away for the weekend and put a little bit of money in your pocket and more money than you make in a fucking month, well, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. I'm your guy. And then I tell them, listen, you gotta listen. You have a chance. It's a tryout. Look, I'm the type of guy you want in your corner. You know, I mean, if you treat me amazing for a couple days, who's to say you might call me one day? I might be feeling froggy and say, you know what, I got you, man. I got you. I might say no. I don't know. But you gotta audition yourself into that position. If you don't audition yourself in that position, I guarantee you this. A girl that look just like you will. I've been around enough to know. If you won't do it, I bet you somebody will, though. I'm telling you. I ain't asking you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you that's what's gonna happen. You just not listening. So we ain't even worrying about the mongering no more. Y'all can continue to monger. The mongering is for the new guys. The WildBoyz, we on some different shit. We ain't, you know what I mean? We ain't gotta put up 30 no more. You know what I'm saying? We on Vince Carter type numbers at the end of his career. You know what I mean? We only need 4 rebounds, 6 points. You know what I mean? 18 minutes. You know what I mean? We don't gotta put up 60 no more. We got the rings. We going to the Hall of Fame. We good. We just, you know what I mean? We off in the sunset now. I'm serious, bro. I'm serious. We over the mongering shit. Don't mean we won't do it. I didn't say we don't do it. I said we over it. It's not a necessity anymore. I don't need to put up numbers. I did that. Man, I've been the Don Pop. You know what I'm saying? Only difference between me and him is I had more to access when I was putting up them numbers. You know what I mean? I did a Don Pop. That's why I was so intrigued by his story. Because I was like, yeah, man. I remember my first 2 days in Cartagena. Nigga, I shut off all my cards. I was Western Union myself money. And then motherfuckers was Western Union and me. Like, I, I was putting up numbers, shooting from deep. My first time in Sousa, I made my head spin for my birthday. Nigga, the Airbnb host was like, I remember when me and my boy went to Medellin, the Airbnb host was like, your friend is king of chicas. You and your friend, you guys are kings. Wow, you guys are putting up numbers. You guys are like Olympic mongers. You guys are Olympic level mongers. You motherfuckers are putting up numbers. Nigga, when I am the champion of Costa Rica. Ain't no nigga yet has gone to Costa Rica and mongered like I did. All you gotta do is ask my guy Elroy. You know what I'm saying? Ask Ray Elroy. Did Glow put up gold medal Steph Curry numbers in the Olympics? Yes. I was shooting from deep in the Olympics in Costa Rica. Deep. I was pulling up from beyond half court. La! How much that one cost you? 300. And I got another one coming for 2. Yeah. I was dunking on shit in Costa Rica. We over that now. So for us, it's like, shut down the fucking red light districts. You're just making it easier for us. You're making it easier for us to get away with what we want to get away with now. These joints coming through, man, they cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? We relaxing, they cooking and shit. they, they in the pool with their friends. I'm telling them, I'm setting up my whole shit. I'm like, yeah, bring your 2 friends through. You know what I mean? Y'all can get in the pool. We can cook on the grill. I got a little grill. We can cook on the grill. We can sit on the beach, drink and eat. I'm about, listen, this is what I'm giving. Okay. I ain't get no no's yet. And I was just like, wow, this shit really worked. Why the fuck haven't I been doing this in the beginning? Why the fuck did I just now start doing this? I could have, you know how much money I could have saved if I'd been doing this? And it was Elroy that got me because I was like, you only get to do that when you go on these long trips. I said, so you know what? I got a 9-day trip coming up in the DR. I'm going to try it. Well, first it was Colombia. I was like, I'm going to try it in Colombia. But when I switched to the DR, I said, you know what? I'm not going to go for the whole full-fledged free ski approach, regular joint. But I'm going to go for like my way. We just going to do it my way, what I'm comfortable for. And damn if this shit ain't working, I'm almost running out of days. I don't even got no days to monger. And I kind of wanted to monger one day. Like, you know what I mean? Like one day I wanted to monger. But listen, I got one coming through for like 2 days. I got another one coming through for like 2 days. I got another one, me and her, we supposed to be going to Punta Cana. She driving. It's like all my joints. Now I'm asking them, do they got a car? I got 2 of them got a car. One of them picking me up from the airport. Like, I already got her set up. She picking me up from the airport. She taking me to the Western Union. You know what I mean? She gonna take me to get a phone card. We gonna go have lunch, and we gonna have some drinks, and we gonna chill. She got a whip. I told her, I said, I want to go to Samana. She was like, all right, I'll take you to Samana. Samana's beautiful. I said, yeah, I'll pay for the gas. Don't worry about it. I'll fill you up. I'll fill you up. I said, I'm gonna pay for the gas, food, drinks, but listen. I ain't, listen, I ain't about to be paying you a bunch of money for all this other crazy shit. No, it's cool. No, you pay for the gas, your food, drinks, and you just, a little bit of something for me for the go. Yeah, I got you. I got you with it. You know what? I got you, man. A little something for you to go. I got you. You can guarantee that. For the babies. For the babies. I got them. I got it for the babies. Listen, you ain't got to explain yourself. I was like, whoa. You ain't got to explain anymore. We agreed. The contract is signed. You agreed to the terms. We good. I'm going to make sure you straight. Dev the dude said facts. RC the Styles in the building. Elroy in here. What up, man? I'm going to drop the link. It's been a minute since you hit Medi. I was there last week. Medi is more guest friendly. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to Medi. I'm definitely going to get back to Medi. For sure. It's just right now I haven't been to the DR in so long, man. It's been since November, and my whole thing was I can't keep saying the DR is my favorite place in the whole world, and I keep going to all these other fucking destinations. And I have never done a week, 9 days. I've done a week. I did 6 days is the longest I ever did in the DR. So this will now be 9 days, and so it's 3 extra days, and it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna definitely be dope. Um, So yeah, man, that's my whole take on this whole shutdown thing, this whole regulations thing, this whole Airbnb scare. You guys just be calm, man. Book your trips, man. Book your trips. Continue to go to these destinations, man. Um, just you should have done it already by now. But if you're a new guy, and what we need to start telling these new guys is, man, listen. We are the ones. We the ones y'all need. And it's good for the travel space. It's good for the people like Ice City. You know what I mean? It's good for the people like Globe. The ones that were giving out the information on these destinations. It's good for us that Airbnbs are shutting down. Because we the ones. That's why I titled this, We Are the Ones. We the ones that have been there. So you new guys that haven't been there, we the ones. We got you. Tune in, hit us up, get a consultation. You know what I mean? Talk to people. Get the travel space back to what it used to be, where you needed people because you ain't been there. Well, now this is the opposite. You ain't been there, and there's some regulations in place. You want Flip's wings? Go eat Flip wings, nigga. Don't let the fucking hoes not walking around stop you. They there, though. They there. Maybe just don't stay on the strip. Maybe don't stay on the grid so they not fucking with you when you coming in and out. Stay off the grid a little bit. You know what I mean? Instead of putting up numbers, Spend a little bit more money on the Airbnb. Treat yourself for once. Get a nice Airbnb, nigga. Go eat some good food, nigga. Go on a fucking excursion, nigga. Go chill for a little bit, nigga. Instead of just going and drinking and fucking. Maybe this will be good for you niggas. This is why we don't care. That's why I named the title. We are the ones. We don't care. Because this is what we do. We travel. We don't give a fuck about no red light districts, nigga. Y'all care about that shit. You gotta stop. Fuck the red light districts. Fuck the clock tower. Fuck Pedro Pasate. Fuck Parkiers. Nigga, have that shit. We the ones. We are the ones. That's why I fucking titled it this. Because it don't matter. Unless you let it matter. And if you let it matter, well then nigga, go to Thailand then. Go to fucking Costa Rica. I just walked through a spider web. Hope that nigga don't bite me. I don't want to turn into Spider-Man tonight. Not tonight. But yeah, that's my whole spew on this. Like, it just doesn't matter, guys. Let these countries do what they want to do. We can't get involved in these countries' politics. It don't fucking matter to us. We are American. You are the one. Just don't have to fucking do the red light district. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is that? Why are you staring at me? Why the fuck is they staring at me like that? Now, let me go get my shit. I want my Glock real quick. We are the ones, man. We are the ones. Alright, now I can sit out here. We the ones. Oh, shit. It's been crazy in my hood lately, man. Nigga got finished right up the street a couple nights ago. I don't be playing around with these young boys, man. I try to stay away from them. I saw a bunch of them the other day. I said, "What's up, young boys? Hey, man, y'all ever need a job? Y'all come holler at me." They was like, "Oh, all right, young man. All right, brother. Where you at?" I was like, "Yeah, man." So now they see me. They're like, "Yo, bro." I said, "I'm going to come get that job." "All right, brother." Now I'm good. Because them young niggas is crazy. Nah, that's Al, man. He good. He got the job for us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with these young niggas. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't got time. They got time. I don't got it. They can finish me off and come home and still have a whole life to live. I finish one of these niggas off when I come home. I'm gonna be an old ass man. So, but yeah, man, we are the ones. We the ones. You know what I'm saying? You know, niggas got the information. Niggas is gonna continue to travel. Niggas just continue to do what we do. So we the ones, man. We the ones that don't need these fucking destinations, man. We don't need them. You know what I'm saying? We don't need them. We've expanded ourselves ahead of the game. See, that was the thing. That was the difference between us and all these other motherfuckers. See, year ago, motherfucker was like, "Man, I don't know why you keep going to all these different places. Cartagena, Sousa." Well, nigga, because I've gone to all these other places, I know that I don't need to worry about the fucking red light zones. Everybody else is fucking nervous. I ain't nervous. And all the vets ain't nervous. That's why you hear niggas ain't changing their trips. Niggas is still going. Niggas ain't changing their trips. I told Elroy, I said, yo, they shut down Hollywood Beach. And he said, I don't give a fuck. Then he said, I don't give a fuck. The fuck would I care they shut down Hollywood Beach for? Straight like that. Straight like that. Nigga was like, I don't give a fuck. And again, I don't hear nobody else changing their fucking destinations. Nobody. Blue Honda Sentra. Remember that? Blue Honda Sentra. Yeah, I don't hear no nigga fucking. I don't hear no nigga fucking saying that. What's this nigga doing? So yeah, don't let the and that's why your boy Globe needs to go live more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the nigga that's gonna say what I want to say. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say it how people should have been said. We don't care. Shut the shit down. You think we care? I don't care. I never cared. I went to Cartagena 2 weeks after they shut that motherfucker down. Don't care. Shut it down. Do what you want to do. It's your country. They ain't gonna stop shit. It's not gonna stop nothing. It's like when it rains. So what? It's raining. Go outside, nigga. I'm still going outside. So that's my whole like take on the whole thing. That's my whole synopsis of everything that's going down. You know what I mean? Everybody is all, in a conundrum and acting all crazy and this and that, and it's like we don't care. We do not care. You know what I mean? We don't care. So, that's what it's all about. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man, today. Like I said, I do know tonight it's gonna be Pop versus Homies Hub. Um, and I'm gonna definitely be in the building for that. I'll definitely be in the bushes for that, showing my love, support to the travel space. I do know I need to be more active, in order to garner, even the little bit of support that I get. People aren't gonna wait for you, and I don't expect anybody to wait for me. You know what I mean? It's been almost 20 days since my last live, so damn near a month I haven't been live. Um, but a nigga really got a life. You know what I'm saying? Like I know everybody, a lot of motherfuckers don't got a life. Um, but your boy Globe got a life, got a business, got fucking family, got fucking you know all type of stuff going on. This motherfucker's driving through here all crazy and shit. Got a lot of motherfucking shit going on. And just sometimes it doesn't afford me to be able to go. But I definitely still wanted to project some energy back into the space. Kind of just let people know what's going on with your boy. Talk about what's been going on in the space and give my perspective on the actual, because I'm one of them ones. That's why I say we the ones that have gone to these destinations after they've shut down. A lot of people haven't done that. A lot of people went to Cartagena after Cartagena had been through months and months of the shutdown, and the new delirium had opened up and things had went back to normal. We were there 2 weeks after. 2 fucking weeks after they had did it, we were there. We were in town, and we were the ones that was reporting back and saying this and that. You know what I mean? Like we the ones. We are the ones that got the information. We are the ones that know what it's like, and we are the ones that are telling you. We the ones that are telling you, Man, don't worry about that shit, bro. Go. If you're a first timer, you don't know what to expect any damn way. You gonna have the greatest time of your life. I told my boy, was like, man, I guess we'll shit. I guess we can't go to that Sioux shit. I've been seeing that shit all over TikTok. The one that went to Cartagena with me, I said, how would you know? How would you know how Sousa was like? Yeah, it's not gonna be like how you seen it, but I bet you I could put together a week that'll make your fucking head spin if you went there with me. Shit. Now we probably wouldn't go to the Sioux, but we would go, to the DR. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna make your head spin. I'm gonna make your head spin. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make your head spin. So first timers gotta link up with the people that have been there, that know the area, that can kind of tell you, um, this is what's going on. Um, this is what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Uh, this is what you need to do. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by something. Um, you know, we the ones that y'all need to be getting a hold of. And like I said, man, I know that, nobody wants to hear this shit and that all the focus is, on the negativity that surrounds the situation. Like, oh, everyone's having a field day talking about Sasua, man. Um, but from my perspective and from a consumer of the travel space and a consumer, fuck the travel space, a consumer of just traveling to these destinations, I don't like any of this news coming out of Sasua. And this is coming from someone that has been there and done that and had no plans of going back other than potentially going to Halloween for the weekend just to catch up with everybody. But other than that, I had no true plans of going back to Sasua. I'm too in love with with Punta Cana and Santo Domingo, that area, you know. I guess it would be the South Coast. I don't know what they call that. I know the whole North Coast is where Sasua is, but I don't know what you call that. The South Coast, the South East Coast. I don't know, but I'm in love with that area from Punta Cana all the way around La Romana. Juan Julio, Boca Chica, Santo Domingo, Andreas, that whole area down there. So, uh, and if you're commenting, sorry, I got the fucking. I'm looking, I'm not looking down at the comments, but I ain't no none anymore. But yeah, I don't like this shit because I don't want to see a place fall off. You know what I'm saying? For multiple reasons. I don't want a lot of you motherfuckers coming and fucking up my places. Y'all niggas stay out of Santo Domingo. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all niggas coming to Santo Domingo. Y'all don't like Santo Domingo. I like that y'all motherfuckers don't like Santo Domingo because I love it. So it's like, oh, cool. I love a place that motherfuckers don't like. That's good. I'm glad y'all don't like it because I love it. And I don't know why y'all don't like it, but I love it because it's got beaches. It's got everything that Sasua's got, but it's like on steroids. So I'm cool. Like, I love the big cities. I love, that's why I fell in love with Cartagena first. You know what I mean? Like, I love the big cities. I love the fucking, that's a, that's a female in there. So yeah, I was cool with it. Now, that Sasua's down, it's like, a couple niggas might get thirsty and tempted and end up in Santo Domingo. And then they might start liking it. And there goes one of my spots. Being greedy right now. So I don't want to see Sasua go away. You motherfuckers love Sasua. Y'all go there more than you go anywhere else. Keep going there. It's more for me to explore. So I don't want to see Sasua go away, and I truly believe it's going to. I'm a realist. I try to shy on the side of realizations and and reality and what truly is probably gonna happen. I lean more to what's probably gonna happen more than what think you're gonna happen. What's probably gonna happen is they're gonna succeed in this. Just because it's not as hard. It's really not hard to shut that motherfucker down. And they went for the fucking jugular. They didn't like tiptoe. They like went for it. You know what I'm saying? They went all the way for it. You know what I mean? So they targeted exactly what, you know, what would shut it down. They went at the girls. They like, yeah, nah, we're not shutting down the bars. We're not shutting down the restaurants because we know you niggas will just not eat. You niggas will bring your own liquor and not eat. You niggas will go get food from the grocery store and eat inside. No, we're not doing that. We're not shutting down none of the bars, none of the restaurants. We're not shutting down the beach because we know you niggas will be like, we don't swim any damn way, so we don't care. We going after what you motherfuckers like the most. All that camaraderie shit, yeah, the camaraderie was in the suit. That's cool, but ain't no camaraderie right now. I, I don't hear niggas talk about camaraderie now. You know what I mean? I ain't flying fucking 3,000 miles to see you niggas. I see you niggas when you there. Like, what's good, nigga? What's good? Got my boss leg. What up, my nigga? That's good, nigga. Oh, yeah? You want to talk to me? Cool. Talk, nigga. This bitch just blew my fucking back out. Talk. My, my neck and my legs are broken right now. So go ahead, bro. I can't go nowhere anyway. So talk. Let's go. Oh, you from where? Oh, yeah? That's crazy. So all the camaraderie was good. Yeah, it was camaraderie. Nigga, I got my swerve on. I'm getting my swerve on right now because I know there's a 100% out of 100% chance you see that big booty Georgia just went by. I'm going to clap that in about an hour. So let me just get this swerve on because I already got her set up for an hour. And in an hour, she going to blow my fucking phone up. And I'm going to hop on this quad drunk as a bitch. And I'm going to go tear that ass up. So, yeah, I listen to you talk, nigga. Go ahead. But go there right now. I guarantee you I don't want to listen. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you talking right now. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing tonight. Trying to get this bitch to come in from fucking. Bitch live halfway on the other side of Puerto Plata. She talk about it's gonna take her an hour and a half to fucking get here. Shut up, nigga. I don't give a fuck you from Atlanta or Miami or New York. I don't give a fuck. Try to get my balls licked right now. Yeah, I'm saying like that would be the difference. Like I don't know. Hey, hey, I love you, Flip, but I don't know if those wings are gonna taste the same. I love you, my nigga, but they might be good. But this time I might be like, hey, man, just give them to me to go, man. Damn, I don't want to watch the game. I don't feel like watching Sports Center right now. Shit. But when the girls is there, I'm like, yeah, put the Sports Center on, man. Shit, what you doing? I ain't doing nothing. Shit, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? So they came through last night. I need some breakfast. I'm good for right now. I need to get my life together. You should have seen this joint last night, dog. Holy shit. She was wildin'. She was wildin'. So, you know, those is all jokes. Definitely all jokes, man. But I do feel like that is the one place that they might succeed in. Just simply because it's easier. It's easier than any other place in the travel space, man. Um, but I hope that they don't continue. I hope that it's able to come back, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of the people that I've met there and the lifestyles that I know they got. off of that because there ain't no fucking families or cruise ships coming. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? There's nothing special about that area that is gonna make fucking, Cabaret is right there. It's already established. Families are already going to Cabaret. What makes you think they're gonna veer from Cabaret, as beautiful as Cabaret is, to go? I just don't see them going that way. That's my own personal opinion. I could be completely backwardsly wrong, but I'm just saying, you know, Punta Cana, fucking, you know, all these other places are a lot more fucking readily available than fucking Sosua, that have a lot more to offer for families than Sosua. You know what I mean? Like, families are gonna have to really, families are gonna have to really fucking, um, they're gonna have to really build up some shit for families for them to come. You know what I mean? Like, Punta Cana has everything set up for families to, to do the resorts, the fucking, the attractions, you know what I mean? Like, they got the nightlife for bachelors and bachelorettes set up with the different places that you can go to. Like, they're gonna have to really build up on the entertainment side, and they're gonna have to add a lot more than the Hard Rock Cafe. Like, unfortunately, the Hard Rock Cafe ain't bringing families. Like, I don't, I don't know where this idea that the Hard Rock Cafe was gonna be an attraction for families. Like, the Hard Rock would be a great addition for us. Like, we would love the Hard Rock Cafe. Motherfuckers like the Hard Rock Cafe. Like, shit, I do. I like eating there. That would have been a great addition for us. That ain't no fucking addition for families. Like, I don't, or people coming on, like, I don't know who was the brainiac behind that, but, you could have cleaned it up for sure. You could have pulled them off the streets. You know what I mean? You could have did exactly what the mayors did in Cartagena. You could have did exactly what the mayor did in Medellin. You know what I mean? You could have said, hey, listen, look, y'all can't be fucking over here standing around like this. Like, y'all got to be inside. Y'all got to be, off out of the way. Y'all got to be on the beach in the daytime, and in the nighttime, y'all need to be inside these bars. Inside. The bars need to be able to open up more. Roombas need to be stopped being stingy and let more of them inside. The Mag Bar needed to let more of them inside. Blue Ice and Tiki Wiki, all them, let them in, let them sit down. You know what I mean? Stop having them standing up outside, fucking running around and shit. That shit looked crazy. You know what I mean? There was a lot more measures that could have been put in place, and the property values would have stayed the same and went up, and motherfuckers would have been selling fucking beer and food out of those restaurants 10 times over, and it would have looked like any other beach down. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have a thought process in my head that they don't like the fact that Black Americans have a area for themselves. You know what I mean? There isn't many places that you could say Black Americans dominate like Sosua. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not dominating Cartagena. We're not dominating Medellin. We're the minorities out there. There's way more fucking other races out there than us in those places. Thailand. We're not dominating Thailand. We're not dominating Brazil. We definitely ain't dominating Costa Rica or Panama, because I've been there. And I was only one of few. But Sosua, we dominating that motherfucker. That was us. That was ours. And it was dope. I enjoyed it the couple times that I went. I just enjoy a different taste of location. I would have rather frequented other places before I went back to Sosua. Doesn't mean that I wanted to see that place go down. It definitely did not mean I wanted to see that place go down. You know what I mean? I never said that. I always had a love for Sosua. It's a really dope vacation. Like, it's a really, I'm not gonna lie to you. The way I wanted to relax this trip, I don't think I would have, but it would have been a thought process. Like, man, do I want to relax so much that I would just go to the zoo? Because the zoo is relaxing for me. Very relaxing, riding around on the quad, going to get my, I pick up a routine. Go get my breakfast in the morning with Flip. I sit with Flip. We watch Sports Center. You know what I'm saying? Like I get a routine when I come to the zoo. Like I'm every morning. I'm there 8 a.m. with Flip. My breakfast. We watching Sports Center. I stay there about 11, 10. Not, no, I go about 8. I stayed about 10. Then I leave Flips. I go to Bailey's. I go over to Bailey's. I sit at the bar. I have me a drink from about 10, 10:30 till about 11:30, 12 o'clock. By then, my previous night activities have wore off, and I'm about ready for some afternoon fun. You know what I'm saying? So take the crib, go back to the crib, little afternoon music, bolt, little beer, little chill. Boom, I'm hungry now. I'm either going back to Flips or I'm going to hit a couple other spots. But more than likely, depending on the day and what's going on, I'm probably going back to Flips. Or I might go down to the beach and eat. You know what I mean? Like I had a nice my own little personal routine. You know what I mean? Like after that, beach, eat some food. You know what I mean? Beach shut down. I usually go sit on fucking at Mag or fucking one of the off bars like down the way going towards the casino or on the side like you're coming back from Bailey's but you're going towards the casino over there by Hispaniola. I might sit over there one of them or off bars. You can catch yourself a motherfucking rare one coming out of a cut somewhere. You know what I'm saying? um so ultimately, it's a good chill vacation. You can kind of just do what do it at your own pace. That's what I always liked about it. You know what I mean? I never felt like I was missing anything. Cartagena, I'm always feeling like I'm missing something. Like I'm always like, yo, let's go. Come on, let's go to the beach. Let's go fucking Clock Tower. Let's go to fucking Delirium. Let's go walk around fucking El Aguido. Like, let's just be outside. Let's be in the mix. Let's be in it. Let's go. Sasua, I'm always like, man, I'm about to ride around and go post up in a cut somewhere next to a palm tree, sit on. Nigga wanna call me doing the live. Alright, man, my fault. Nigga called me doing the live, man. But yeah, yeah, you know, I love the Sioux. I, you know, I, I hate to see it go down like this. I love Airbnb. Keeping the topic on both of them. I'm a, you know, a faithful fucking customer of Airbnb. I spent a lot of money on that site. I feel targeted by them. You know what I mean? Like fuck y'all, Airbnb. Like we spent a lot of money with y'all. Forget y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all just gonna turn y'all back on us like this? Well shit, we gonna take our money to South Beach then. Like we gonna take our money to South Beach. Like we ain't worried. We gonna find other sources. Shit. Those Airbnb hosts know where that money's at. And it ain't in the families, or they would have been catering to the families. They don't want to cater to the families. Why? Because there ain't no money in it. They not coming as quickly as we are. You know what I'm saying? You don't think them hosts wouldn't have catered their Airbnbs towards families if they wanted to? No. He was making a lot more money. She was making a lot more money catering to everybody, and mainly to a subset. Shoot, my Airbnb host in Cartagena, that nigga had mad listings. You probably stayed at one of his joints if you went to Cartagena. That nigga's upset, and he live in New York. Shit, we talked over WhatsApp. He was telling me all kind of shit. Like, man, that shit crazy, man. And it was all over the guest friendly word or the demographic of the the Airbnb and the guests, and he was telling me it was a whole like wide array of basically stereotypism is basically what he said. He's like, they basically stereotyped us. Like, if your Airbnb was catered towards a certain demographic, black men, guest friendly, visitors allowed, um, you know, uh, short term with visitors allowed. He was telling me the all different type of little keywords he was telling me they used to pick them all out, and to target a certain subset. Now, they didn't get them all because some of them are hidden. Some of those Airbnbs are still hidden under, the fact that we know that they're guest friendly. And, again, that's why the ones that got the information are more valuable than anything, man. So us that have this information, we the ones, man. We the ones with the information, and we the ones that are going to be more valuable going forward, because we're the ones that are going to keep traveling. We're not going to stop traveling. The average traveler may stop traveling, or the the nervous traveler, or the one that takes the one trip every so often might stop because of all of this. But like those of us that have been doing this for years, or just enjoy this, we ain't gonna stop, because this is what we do. It's a fabric of what we do. Because why? We the ones. So we're not gonna stop, and we're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna always find the destinations, and we're gonna let you know, hey man, this place is still hit. Like, this place is still hot. This place is still fun. This place is still this. Like, you know, we the ones that went to Cartagena. Like, motherfuckers wasn't talking about Cartagena like that till we came out of Cartagena for Memorial Day weekend and reinvigorated. Like, motherfuckers knew Cartagena was still Cartagena, but motherfuckers was kind of still like, is it Cartagena though? Like, a couple people had come up out of Cartagena. They gave Cartagena a bad name. We the ones that went back and put Cartagena back on the map. You know what I'm saying? Because we the ones. You know what I'm saying? We the ones. So make sure y'all continue. And there's a lot of people that are the ones that got this information, that are going to tell you this information, that are going to go on these trips, and they're going to be the people that you want to, you know, listen for and check for. And, all this other shit ain't going to get you what you need. They're not going to be able to tell you if you can do this or do that, because they not the ones. We the ones. We the ones. We the ones that's done stayed across. You know how many Airbnbs I've stayed in Cartagena? We the ones. You know how many Airbnbs I've stayed in across the map of these travel places? We the ones. You know how many hosts' personal information I got? We the ones. You know how many of my niggas have traveled into these places? We the ones. And they information that they got, we the ones. You know how connected we are in the DR and Colombia? We the ones. We the ones. We know where to go to in Panama. We know where to go to in Costa Rica. We the ones. We know where to do this stuff at. We know where to have fun at. We the ones. We know how to go on these trips and spend a lot of money, spend a little bit of money, or spend, virtually any money. We the ones. We got the keys. I don't need a lot of help for motherfuckers to travel, but if I do, I got the people that know the information. My niggas know where to go. They niggas know where to go. We the ones, man. You know, I might not contribute in this space as much as I should. I might not do lives as much as I should. You know, I would love to get my juice back. You know, I would love to catch my fire back. I don't really care too much to try to get it back. I'm my own fucking fault in this shit. I killed my own juice. But we still the ones. Don't forget that. We are still the ones. You know? I know your favorite YouTubers. I was hanging with them when they wasn't big time. Or your favorite. We the ones, nigga. We the ones. We the ones. So, while everybody else is trying to scare y'all away from traveling or saying that the passport bros destinations are dead, that all of the, the pursuit is just the beginning. Man, you just look at them and you say, man, we the ones. When they say you ain't gonna be able to get an Airbnb no more, you ain't gonna be able to go into these fucking, there ain't no more girls outside. They gonna take them off of here. They gonna say, man, just look at them and say, man, we the ones. We the ones. You know what I mean? When they try to, scare you, oh, this, and look now, where you going? You ain't gonna have nowhere to stay. And they shutting down all the clubs. And there ain't no more. We the ones. We are the ones. Okay? That was your boy's Globe message for the day. I'm here to let you know we the ones. Don't care. We don't care. And the only thing that they gonna have to do to stop this shit, they gonna have to shut down these airports, nigga. And until they shut these airports down, or they take these passports away, we the ones. We are the ones. Not they. We. We the ones. So, that's my ramble for the day, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with your boy. I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. Get ready to tune into this epic battle tonight. I hope it's a good one, man. You know what I mean? Something that the space needs. Instead of always beefing and niggas not fucking with each other and subs tying into fake beefs and all this shit. Instead of us just being a community of motherfuckers that just have fun and travel the world and spread information, we just a bunch of fractured sectors with beefs all around. But tonight should be a good night, you know what I mean? Good camaraderie, good content. We the ones. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to get across today. We do not care about Airbnb. We do not care about hot spots or strips or red light districts. We don't care. All we care about is enjoying ourselves, man. Having a good time, traveling with dignity and respect. You know what I mean? Leaving fucking good friendships we build. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want to say. Oh, you're not leaving with dignity and respect. You fucking with bitches. Man, You wish you could. You know what I mean? But that's what when motherfuckers be like, man, you would just be traveling. You wish you could. That's what I be saying to motherfuckers. I'm like, you wish you could. Ain't my fault you married. Don't get mad at me. We the ones. That's what I tell them. We the ones. They're like, who? You the ones? What? We the ones. Don't matter. We the ones. That's why. That's why I do what I do. Because we the ones. So don't let this shit even for a second bother you. And just remember, just like the ocean, there's 80% of this fucking world we still haven't even opened up yet. So when one place drop off, just know we just gotta find another one. I mean, I still ain't even got my full on Thailand yet. Like, we the ones. Like, we ain't even been to Brazil yet. Y'all talk about shutting down Sousa. I ain't even been to Brazil yet. We the ones. Like, I ain't even still been to so many places. We the ones. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't even been to the Philippines yet. We still got a lot more of Colombia to see. A whole lot more. That ain't even on the map. Like Armenia, Colombia, and Cocho, that Chocho, or that one. Bueno something, Buena Vista, Buena Ventria. Like, there's so many fucking other parts of Colombia we ain't been to. I still ain't been to Santiago and DR. I still ain't got my full of Punta Cana yet. Like, still ain't got my full on Panama and Costa Rica. Like, come, we the ones, man. Stop playing with me. Your boy Globe had to come up here and tell him, stop playing with us, man. We the ones, man. What are y'all doing? You ain't doing nothing. We moving. Like, what do you think? What do you think this is? We the ones. I don't know what y'all think this is. You know what I mean? You might be breaking some people's hearts. I get it. But not ours because we the ones. Niggas, my name's Globetrotter. Like, you think I care? I'm moving. I'm ahead of you niggas. Every time y'all go here, I go there. When you come there, I go here. When you go here, I go over there. When you go over there, I go up here. When you go up here, I go down there. We are the ones. Just remember that, man. Hopefully I could have, for a moment, just grabbed a couple people and if one person was on the fence about booking a trip, hopefully your boy Globe was able to tell you, man, book that fucking trip, man. Don't let Airbnb, don't let long lines and customers, they keep pushing this whole narrative about how bad the lines are in Cartagena, man, Medellin, Bogota, this and that, man. Go. Stand in the line, nigga. Stand in that line. You be all right. Trust me. When they be like, why you standing in that line, you turn around and say, we the ones. We are the ones. And they just gonna be like, huh? And then don't explain them. That's the answer. When they ask you why, you say, because we the ones. So if I gotta just get one person today to book that trip or go on that trip, then this 2 hour live was definitely worth it. You know what I mean? We ain't worrying about none of that other shit, man. Let them niggas have that. Let them have that. They need that. We don't need that. You know what we need? This trip that's coming up in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? The people that rock with us, the travel space. You know what I mean? All the motherfuckers that really travel the world with us. Like, I got people that I had to tell them, man, I'm not coming to Cartagena for part 2, man. But you go, man, y'all live it up. They're like, man, we gonna live it up, Globe. I'm like, yes. Know why y'all gonna live it up? Because y'all are the ones. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Globe going to motherfucking chill by himself, man. I need some time by myself. I mean, I need a solo trip. I need to be able to just do me. And, I want to go back to the DR, man. A little bit of boat. I miss that shit. So, we the ones that really got people traveling the world, though. Like, with us. Booking trips around the times that we travel. So, I just wanted to come back and project in the space, man. I keep saying I'm a try, but, my life is in fucking full steam ahead mode right now. I got everything, every which way attacking your boy, and just, I'm trying to withstand and come out unscathed, but shit just that's why I need this trip, man. If I can get to this trip and get through this trip, bro, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be my tank is be full. I just need to get to this trip so I can chill for a little while. I need to process some stuff. So I need to go on a trip and try to figure all this shit the fuck out and chill for a minute and breathe. Cause I almost made it through this summer, but it's getting at you, boy. So I need a trip. Go on this trip. I'm gonna chill for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back, and we gonna get through this. We gonna rock through this. We gonna, you know, we gonna continue to make some moves at work. We got a bunch of big decisions coming up that we need to make. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about going full steam ahead into my company. I got some lanes opening up. So it's like a lot of decisions need to be made. So I need to go clear my head. So this trip is going to be definitely worth it. But I appreciate everybody rocking with your boy Globe today, man. Sorry for the delay earlier along and the bad audio in the beginning. But I hope I was able to speak clearly and speak some focus into the people in this travel space. Like I said, I know there's a lot of fuckery and bullshit that consumes 90% of this space most of the time. Like just a bunch of shit that niggas just be looking at and laughing at. But I'm here for the people that actually travel the world and work hard and grind and hustle and need that trip, bro. I meet niggas that need that trip, Globe. I need this trip. You know that, right? Like, I'm speaking to the niggas that be in them factories, that be on those trucks, that be motherfucking, hustling, bro. Them niggas that be in them construction sites, you know what I mean? All my blue collar hustling niggas that be on the back of them garbage trucks or driving them garbage trucks, or niggas that be just in the mix, bro. You know what I mean? And then my niggas that be into the game too, the real estate hustlers, the investor hustlers. I speak for the niggas that just get to it. You know what I'm saying? We not rich, but we grinding, we focused, and we be needing these trips. Yeah, that other shit is funny, it's fun, it's cool, but today, we the ones. And don't forget that. You know what I mean? When they talk about Globe, just tell them, Globe, he the one. Yeah, Globe one of them ones. Just remember that. You know what I mean? Remember that. And they be like, oh, Globe can't, that nigga can't even get 7 people to listen to him. But we the ones, though. Remember that. So y'all enjoy your weekend, man. I'll catch y'all in the travel space. As always, real travel, real talk, real life. It's your boy Globe. I'm gone. We the ones.